In this video, we're going to go through a process to do unit conversion. In chemistry, sometimes this is called the factor label method or dimensional analysis. And essentially, it's a way to use a series of conversion factors or ratios to go from the given units, say miles per hour, to the desired units, maybe they're in feet per second or something like that. In terms of algebra, the reason this process works is because we start with a given quantity in units and then we use a series of conversion factors. Each one of those conversion factors is equal to 1. For example, we could say there are 12 inches in 1 foot. That's an equivalent expression which really just equals 1. So as we're multiplying our given value by a series of conversion factors, we are simply multiplying by 1 and we're not changing the value of that quantity. However, we do change the units. When setting up the conversion factors or these ratios, we do so in a way that we can have the units cancel out. So if you look at the illustration, we're going to convert 10 meters per second into kilometers per hour. So the given units are meters per second and the desired units are kilometers per hour. So you start with 10 meters per second, and it's helpful to put that as a fraction even if it's just a single value. So put 10 over 1, 10 meters per second, and you're headed towards kilometers per hour. This is what we're headed towards, kilometers per hour. And then we're going to use conversion factors so we can get from meters per second to kilometers per hour. So we can begin, for example, here we can say there is 1 kilometer in, there's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. That's our first conversion factor. That's equal to 1. When we do that, we can cancel out the meters. And now our units would be kilometers per second. And kilometers is what we want. Now we need to convert from seconds to hours. So we can go through a series of conversions. So we can say there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. And then there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. When we do that, we continue to cancel out the units. So we cancel out the seconds and the minutes, leaving us with hours. So our final units are kilometers per hour. Our final step is to just multiply the values across the numerator. So we'd have 10 times 60 times 60. And we divide that by 1,000, leaving us with 36 kilometers per hour. Let's do 2 examples together, and please complete those examples with me because you're going to submit that with your assignment. So here we have example 1. A car weighs 1,920 kilograms, and we want to know how many tons does it weigh. So we're trying to go from kilograms, so I'm going to start writing that out here. 1920 kilograms, I'll put that over 1. And at the end, we need to get to tons. So we're going to start with conversions. So I know that in 1 kilogram, there are 2.2 pounds. This will allow me to cancel out the unit kilogram, and we've successfully converted this into pounds, but we're trying to get to tons. So let's do another conversion factor. I know that there are 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. Now we can cancel out the pounds, and our final unit is in tons. So we will multiply across the top. So we do 1920 times 2.2. So this is 1920 times 2.2 over 2,000. And when you enter that into your calculator, you'll get 2.112 tons. The second example, we're given that a cheetah can run 75 miles per hour. And we want to convert that into inches per second. So we're going to start here. We have 75 miles per hour. And at the end, we want to be in inches per second. All right, so I'm going to start with time. So I've got 75 miles per hour. I know that in 1 hour, there are 60 minutes. That allows me to cancel out the hours. Continuing on, I can get from minutes to seconds. I know in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. I can cancel out the minutes. And now we successfully have seconds in the denominator. We need to convert from miles to inches. So let's do that. The conversion that I know is that in 1 mile, there are 5,280 feet. So we can cancel out the miles. Now we're in feet. And finally, I know that in 1 foot, there are 12 inches. And I'm going to erase the units that I had here for a second. We'll move those over. And now to find out what this equals, well, first of all, I'm going to cancel out the feet. And our units now are in inches per second, which is what we want. And to find the answer, we multiply across the numerator. So you would have 75 times 5,280 times 12 divided by 60 times 60. And if you enter all of that into your calculator, you'll find out this is 1,320 inches per second. Now I'd like you to complete the practice problems on the back side of this worksheet and then submit your completed notes and your solutions to the homework problems on Canvas.